What's going on, everyone? Tyler Relph. I know a lot of you guys are going back to school. One of the questions that we get most about going back to school, right, and players that are trying to get better is how do we handle pressure, right? One of the greatest ways to handle pressure is controlling pace, right? So you don't have to be the fastest player, the most explosive player, but if you can have pace in your game, right, you can control your defender. Okay, so we're gonna go over a couple concepts, couple footwork, right, that's gonna help you control pace, right, within your game. We're gonna go over a couple different ways to teach a heavy step. The first is gonna be off a dribble step. So what I mean by that is if I change direction, say I go through the legs, right, my right foot comes through, right? So I dribble my left hand, right foot down, right? I'm gonna slow off that right foot. So as I slow, I'm controlling my pace. So as I go here, I'm gonna slow, and then I'm gonna be able to explode out of that, right? I obviously off that, right? I can go here, I can heavy, right? And I could cross back. So when I slow, it's gonna help me control pace, right? It's gonna slow me down so I can read and react to my defender. Okay, so the first way we're gonna do it is off a dribble step. I'm gonna go a couple reps to the right. Now, our stop off this, right, when I heavy step, is gonna be a punch drag, right? It's another way to control pace, right? To run to a spot, defender's running with you, right? I punch off that ball side football, right? At that same time, I slow down, defender runs by, so then I create some pace. Right, so you be explosive through the legs, right? And then you slow off the inside step. Right now, if that defender's attached to you, right, I can open hips. So what I mean by that is my foot is here, right, and that defender's holding me, right? I can open my hip to try to relieve that hand pressure on my hip. Right, we punch it, anchor the foot. That way, when I pull back, I create the space. Right, a lot of slow to quick or quick to slow, right, to quick again. Quick, slow off that punch. So it's a great way, right, and a great drill to try to teach you how to control pace off the inside step, right, slowing, and then punching and stopping off my outside step. So it's a heavy step off my inside, right? That's a punch drag off my outside. Now the second way to get into our heavy step off our inside foot, right, is to cross the ball, right? And then as that ball crosses, right, that ball's gonna float outside our frame. So instead of it being off that dribble, right, now when I'm here, I might go through, cross, ball floats, right? That defender's there, I can slow, and then I can burst out again, okay? Now, as we burst out of that, we're gonna work on an invert, okay? So as I go here off this right step, and I start to drive, if they try to jump it, I want to be able to stop, right, with the dribble off my right step, right, and I'm going to pull back quick and then pace myself and read the situation, okay? So again, different ways to go from slow to quick, quick to slow, control the pace. If you control the pace, right, you're controlling your defender, right? You can handle pressure and read the floor. Right, and off that heavy step, right, like I can make it a quick heavy step, slower, right? We just don't want you to carry the ball too long. Right, so again, different ways, right? Off or through cross, right? Being able to slow, control, right, and then go. So once you guys understand how to do these moves, right, and understand the little details involved, then you guys will be better at controlling pace within the game, especially, right, when guards and quicker guards are trying to get up in you full court. Right now I can kind of slow pace, right, and go. Okay, now another way to control is gonna be a skip. So again, it's a dribble off that inside foot. Okay, it's just gonna be a different footwork. So once I dribble it, right, now I wanna get quick and burst. Right, so instead of slowing and going, now off that dribble step, right, maybe that defender's here, right, in front of me, right, I'm gonna quick skip the foot outside my frame, right, once I skip it outside my frame right now, and that defender, right, jumps and then starts to turn, right, I'm gonna go into a right, left, outside, inside, behind the back, right? So now, again, I'm creating pace, right? I'm controlling, right, that defender who's pressuring me. So if I can skip, right, skip, boom, pace, right? I don't have to go and run into my defender. I can just maintain that space, create space by having tight feet. I want to skip outside, right? So outside, ball in your pocket, protect, right? Get to that right, left, right? And then you slow down and you control. So we're going to go back and forth. Left hand skip, right hand skip. Each one is an inside, outside, behind the back stop. Again, controlling pace. Right? Play slow, right? Quick. You can also, right, go quick to slow. So I maybe could split, bounce, skip, right? Change behind, right? Then go slow again. Right? Controlling pace. So think about, I always say, like a baseball, right? Pitcher. If you throw fastball after fastball, right, that batter is going to start catching up on it. Okay? But if you can change your pitches, right? Location of your pitches, speed of your pitches. Now you're keeping that defender on their heels, or that batter on their heels. That's exactly what we want to do with our defender. The other way to control pace is going to be a drop. So I'm going to drop right to a load exchange. Right now with this move, right, there's different things that can make me quick. The ball can make me quick, right? My feet can make me quick, right? I can have quick feet and the ball be quick. I can have quick feet and the ball be slow. Okay, so right now what I want you guys to do is be quick with your feet, but the ball is going to be your pace and that's going to slow. So say there's a defender here pressuring, right? I'm going to right, left, act like I'm going. As they jump it, right, I'm just going to exchange slow, right? And then I'm going to do the same thing this way, left, right, right? And I'm just going to exchange slow. So what I want that defender to do is as they're guarding me here, as I start to drop and go, right, they're going to try to cut that off. Right, as I exchange, I'm just controlling the pace. So I want to be lower, right? Keep my left foot up, right, left, hit, right? Pace, left, right, hit. And then as you see, my feet are quick, but the ball in the exchange is going to be slow. You step your right foot, load on it, exchange it through, right? Keep that foot out in front, hit again, load on it, exchange it back through. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from baseline to free throw line, right, with that drill. Okay, and then once you get to the free throw line, right, just pull yourself back, right, and you can go again. Okay, so again, staying low, right, keeping those feet active, so if that defender tries to jump you, right, you can move. Slow, right, and I can get twitchy with it, right, try to keep that defender, right, off balance as I go. So I love that drill right there, trying to control pace, playing that defender at an angle, right, and then as you go, their feet hit after, right, step in. You could obviously blow by, but if you want to just control and stay in your space, right, slow through, and then just do it again. Now we're going to incorporate everything that we just worked on, right, into a full court drill. Now, once we teach you guys stuff, and this goes for anything that we teach you, you guys got to start making it your own. Okay, so what I mean by that is don't be robotic. So you can see all these things, like all the drills that we have, things on Instagram, right, stuff like that, the drills that we just did, what I want you to do, you got to start pushing them into something that's your own, right? So you can't be robotic and play basketball. So what I want you guys to do is envision a defender pressuring you, right, and then you got to get the ball up the court. Okay, a couple things we're going to talk about, right? Try to keep the ball in the middle third. Okay, so I don't want to go from catching here, right, and what you see little kids do all the time, they catch it, they get pressured, they panic, and they dribble into this space as fast as possible, right? You are going to get trapped there. Now, right, I can dribble fast maybe, right, this way, boom, and then I can slow and then come back and try to get the ball back across the court, right? The other thing is, right, and this isn't really being pressured, but if I am in a full court dribble, right, one of the things I love when players do is not keeping the ball on this side, but as they get right to kind of like that third, right, middle part of the floor or half court, is getting the ball either with the pass, or the dribble to the other side of the floor. So trying to cut the court and getting the ball up, right, and to the other side. So now the defense has to rotate right away in transition. So right now we're going to look at it. I want you to make your own heavy steps, skips, load exchange, punch drags, right? Work on your quick to slow. Control your defender. Right? And then once you get up, right, now you can just go back, right? So another, right, great drill to control your pace, right, with different things that we worked on. So gain the skill, right, rep the skill, right, and then make the skill your own.